Right, so in today's video, I got a game filled with pure rage bait here for your faces. Stray released a few years ago, and I had never really dove into a puzzle platformer type of game, so I figured it is time to diversify my gaming portfolio and hop straight on this. There is one trophy in this game which might genuinely be the worst trophy I've ever had to grind for in my entire life, so stick around for that. But as always, if you do enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe if you are new around here, drop a like on the video, and comment what you think I should platinum next. Also, any guides or links that I used to help me get this platinum will be linked in the description below. Let's get into this. The game opens up and we are playing as this cat, which unfortunately doesn't have a name. During this first chapter when exploring, the cat messes up a jump and takes a massive fall. But as I was doing this first section, I was spamming the meow button to get a trophy for meowing 100 times, which ticks off my first trophy of the game. Then by limping my way to this gate, I get another trophy really quickly for missing my jump and falling inside the city. Now this breaks us into chapter 2 already, and I'm about to attempt the worst trophy I've ever had to achieve in my entire life. This was pretty much RNG, and it took me like 1 hour and 40 minutes to get. I will have a timestamp on the screen if you want to skip over some of the attempts and just watch the final run, but essentially what I had to do was go past these Zerks, which are the enemies in this game, and I had to get through this whole chase scene without getting grabbed. I did manage to farm the 9 lives trophy during this, so that'll be in this upcoming montage of attempts. No. Immediately, we'll have an attempt counter up for this because I don't know. I just want to have an attempt counter up because it'll be funny. Hey, no more lives. Die 9 times. That means I've attempted this more than 9 times. God damn. Lock in. Dodge it. Come on. No! The ending is right around that corner. No! There is a route. There is a route we can take. There's a route we can take. I understand it now. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that because they would have got me right at the start. What's this fucking attempt counter looking like? How many attempts before I actually just start to lose my cool on this game? I just hope I haven't actually gone for like 100 attempts yet. I have no idea what my attempt counter is at, but it will be on the screen. And what you're seeing on the screen is completely legit. Like, that is a real attempt counter. I'm not gonna do no, 200 attempts, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not happening here. I don't know where I'm going. I haven't been here. No! No, I'd never been there before, so I didn't know where I was going. No. I thought it was just around that corner, but it's not. Dude, I never get caught there. Right, so whatever attempt this is now, this is the hour mark. So this is how many attempts I've done in an hour. Yeah, it's not going well. I'm not like completely mad at the game yet. I'm just kind of done and over with it because it's like nothing I can really do to change it. Like, my routes are staying the same, they just want to jump differently. Like, I feel like I'm slowly getting a little bit more consistent, but this area is a pain. There you go. It's just one of those areas where you're like, oh yeah, they're probably gonna get me. Like, it's just pure luck no matter if I go left or right for them. But yeah, here's another attempt on that hour mark. Don't know how long this is gonna take. If this somehow takes 2 hours, I'd give up the platinum. This might not even be the hardest trophy in the game. Definitely the most annoying, that's for sure. I don't know how many more attempts I've got in me. I've been recording for 1 hour and 20 now. The worst part of all of this is I've got to edit and count all of these attempts. It's well over 100. I said like earlier I wasn't gonna like fake the attempts. I might just fake them at this point because whatever it is, if I put like 300, I've probably done it more than that. Like, I'm at the point now where I don't even want to get the platinum on the game. I know there's the whole, I can go back and try it again later. I still got to do it. Like, it doesn't matter if I do it now or I do it in a year's time. I've still got to do it for the video. Please, for the love of everything, please. Oh my god. Complete the first Zerk pursuit without being caught. First, there's more. There's more. 1 hour, 40 minutes. Yeah, back to reality, and counting those 40 edit genuinely took me like half an hour to do, but yeah, it was an absurd amount of attempts. Moving on now, as I traverse my way through this dead city, I arrive into this flat, and this started up chapter 3. Now, in this apartment, I do a little puzzle that opens up a secret room, and then I meet this robot guy called B12. Then for meeting him, obviously I get a trophy, as I am now no longer alone on this journey. This B12 is going to be our companion through the game, and helps us get to the outside world. The human creator of this robot, I guess, is on the outside maybe, but we'll figure all of that out later. This robot has lost its memory and how it got here in the first place. The first memory I pick up is a postcard of the outside, and yes, there is going to be a trophy for getting all of these memories, so I'll be doing that in the background of all of this. Arriving into the slums now, which is a robot-filled settlement, and these robots mistake the cat for a Zerk at first sight, but upon meeting this robot called the Guardian, he lets them all know that I am not a threat to them. I had to channel my inner Michael Jordan for this next trophy, as I dunked this basketball into a bucket for a very easy trophy, and then this was shortly followed by another trophy for putting my head in a bag and moving around with it. Chapter 4 is probably the biggest chapter in the entire game due to the amount of collectibles that are available here, so remember to check that link in my description if you're wanting to get this platinum for yourself. I did get a random ass trophy here for literally flicking through all of the TV channels. Then once I had spent around half an hour grabbing all of the collectibles, I gave this guy all of my music sheets and got a trophy for getting this done. Right, now it is finally time to go back to the main objective, which is to meet this robot called Momo. He is an outsider, which is essentially a robot that dreams of leaving this sealed city. Momo explains that the outsiders were originally a gang of 4 members that are all trying to reach the outside. However, communication between them all broke and Momo lost hope. With the cat's help, Momo regains purpose and repairs the radio transmitter, restoring communication with the outsiders. I then get my trophy for jumping 500 times in the game, which came a lot sooner than I expected. As I'm making my way across the rooftops to restore the large signal tower, while passing numerous Zerk hives, I make it up to the very top so I can activate this tower. Once back in the slums, I meet this robot called Seamus, and with this tracking device, he points us in the right direction to this new area. The next bit of the game was really straightforward to go through, and it all led us to Doc, who is trapped in this building surrounded by Zerks. However, he is making a weapon that is capable of killing these Zerks. He needs us to go and turn on this generator so he can charge his weapon up. So by doing this and getting back to him, he then said thank you to us by upgrading my little B12 here, so I now have the capability of killing Zerks. The Doc and I then make it back to the slums, and Doc is reunited with his son Seamus. Yeah, all of the characters are sort of coming together now. Back with Momo, as we are now to navigate through the sewers. I had to make my way through a whole bunch of Zerks until getting deeper into this section, and I found what looked like the hub of this hive. Things were getting really dangerous here, so I ran out there as quick as I could without killing any of the Zerks, which gave me the trophy for being a pacifist. I really wanted to kill them all, but I just couldn't. But getting safely out of this section, it led me to the midtown, where I need to find one of the 4 original outsiders. Immediately in this area, I get the chance to get a trophy for ruining these guys' game in before meeting this guy, who I won't say his name, otherwise something in my room will literally start floating, but he essentially tells us to keep on our journey and head to Midtown. On my way to Midtown, I get a trophy for nuzzling up to the 5th robot of this game, and then upon actually arriving into Midtown, I get another trophy for reaching this area. This area is where I meet Clementine, who is the final outsider that I was looking for, and is somewhat an outlaw. Basically, my job here is to find a way into the factory, which is fairly easy to do with a few puzzles along the way, but why am I going into this factory? Well, I need to steal an atomic battery so I can use it in the upper levels. That will give me access to the control room, which then gives me access to the outside. Getting into this factory, I went through a Mission Impossible styled area, dodging cameras and lasers, and I managed to get myself a trophy for this little side quest and getting my final badge of the game. After carrying on and feeling like Tom Cruise, I robbed that atomic battery and escaped back to Midtown. But when I got back to Midtown, I was looking for Clementine, and it turned out that they had gone to the nightclub, so I gotta start heading that way now. Upon leaving the apartment complex, I got a trophy completely on accident, and it was for completing the whole chapter without being tagged by a security drone or whatever, so that was a bonus. Arriving at the nightclub, there was another miscellaneous trophy for me to get, and that was scratching this vinyl on the DJ decks. After that, I make my way to this back room, but Clementine is tied up, and that Blazer guy that we worked with earlier had double-crossed us. Didn't go too well as I ended up in jail, but silver lining here is I got a trophy for this, so it wasn't all too bad. Going from Tom Cruise to Michael Schofield here by escaping this prison, this genuinely would have been the shortest season of Prison Break ever, as it literally took me 10 minutes to get my ass out of there. I thought we were going to be happy setting off into the wind, but I have to part ways with Clementine here as he wouldn't have been able to make it to the control room. It's now time to use that atomic battery that I stole, which will allow me to use the subway to get to the control room. By doing that and making my way into this control room, B12 gets his last memory, which kind of talks about how B12 was once a human scientist that transferred their memories into this drone to survive a pandemic. And as all of the humans died out, B12 was lost until the cat found it. Together with the cat now, B12 needed to open the sealed dome which would allow the sunlight in. The problem with this is that B12's final act here would use up all of his energy and ended up killing the drone. But this final act from B12 did open that sealed dome, letting the sunlight in and killing all of the Zerks in the area since they were sensitive to light. But as always, I'm gonna let you hear my raw thoughts and opinions on this game's story before jumping into that cleanup for that platinum trophy. We're at the outside. Eye opener. Complete the game and open the city. Let's go. You know what? This game is actually not that bad. Obviously, that one trophy, which don't want to go over again, but that was horrible. But this game is pretty good. I wonder if there is going to be a Stray 2, because I kind of hope there is. Maybe about trying to get the characters that we saw like out of the city, or like to the big city. But I know I've got a few more collectibles and things to do. I've got the speedrun attempt to do. I've got another one to do where it's just like sleeping and things like that. That was a very good game. Very good game. I might attempt the scratches during my speedrun attempt. I think that's the only thing I'm missing. But genuinely, this game was good. All done, sleep for more than 1 hour and speedrun, and then scratch in every chapter. That's all I gotta do. I'm guessing I missed one or I got it and then died, but I could do it in my IM speed. So I think what I'm gonna do now is probably go into chapter select. I know where a rest spot is, so I need to sit here for an hour. So I think I'm gonna go run now, get changed, go for a 3-mile walk, and then come back, get changed, sit back down, and this trophy is gonna pop. Alright, we need to go. Alright, like I said, we are on a walk. Get your steps in, man. Get your steps in. The cat is somewhere on the screen right now. I'm getting these steps in, and then we're gonna get back in time for that trophy. I swear to God, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. I reckon I got time to walk 3 miles, get home, get changed, and then we're there for that platinum trophy. I think we got one more after this. Get that little speed run, 2 hours. Another platinum trophy for the collection. Trying not to fall over right now. And we're jumping into The Last of Us Part 2. What a grind. What a grind. Alright, let's get back to playing the game. Dude, I left it for an hour and it didn't pop. Oh my God. It popped. Let's go. I need to go scratch some stuff. Let's go do that. There's not really much left to talk about here over the final trophies. I wanted to get all of the scratch points done in the speed run, but I missed one or it didn't register or something. So you'll see what happens with that. For the rest of the video, I'm pretty much just going to let my reactions play out for you to enjoy. But as always, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you are new, as it really does help the channel grow. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Get me out of here. If I don't get this trophy, I'm gonna be fuming. I think I've only done it with like 3 minutes. Oh, the short walk. I've still got another trophy to get because I missed one of the scratching points. Well, I didn't miss it. I just died in a run. So I've got to go redo like chapter 7 or something. Oh, come on, this is too close for comfort. I genuinely want to check after this and just see that. Please give me that trophy. There we go. I am speed. Complete the game in less than 2 hours. Let's go. Alright, we're skipping all this. I want to see how close that was because it felt close. I had 15 minutes left. What? Alright, well, chapter select. And I've got one more trophy to go get. And then we got a platinum. There we go. Oh my god. It took so long to get that. I think they were bugged. I basically had to go through like 3 runs or something like that to try and get here. I just think I must have been like not scratching them for long enough. But oh my god, here it is. Let's go. All done. Stray's platinum trophy is right here. It took me way longer than it should have. That one mission that took me like an hour and 40, but it's done. You know what? Overall, this game was actually quite fun. I will admit, this game was good. Let me just back out of here. No, the game is genuinely quite good. I don't tend to play these sort of games. If you want like my rough play time, just add those together. It's like 7.5 hours or something like that. Yeah, I don't normally play like little puzzle platformer type games. I wonder if there's going to be a sequel because I feel like there could be, maybe. I don't really know. Yeah, it was a really good game. It was quite fun. That one trophy was probably the worst trophy I ever had to get in my entire life. Yeah, it was a great game. I'm glad that I played it. It was on PSN Plus. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like rating, a comment of what you think I should platinum next. I'm thinking The Last of Us 2. I might try and do it in under 24 hours, which probably not going to happen, but there we go. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of games coming. I've heard there's a new Red Dead version of the game coming out, and if it removes online trophies, I'm gonna be going for it. I will be going for it. But like I say, as always, if you did enjoy the video, drop a like, rate, and comment what you think I should platinum next, and subscribe if you're new, as we're ever getting closer to that 500 subscriber mark. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.